Hi, this is Mohammed Rashid, and we're going to be talking about the melting of ice. Ice melting in warm water. Motion and arrangement is how tightly packed atoms are and how they move between each other. The atoms in the ice are tightly packed because it is defined as a shape. As the ice begins to melt, the atoms spread a little apart and cause a more flexible shape. This is the ice and water at a microscopic level. At the microscopic level, the atoms are shown to be tightly packed. Even though they are packed together, they have the ability to vibrate between each other. As for the water, it is not packed because the particles are able to pass through each other. This is the ice and water in a microscopic level. Through a microscopic level, it was what naked eyes can see because the ice is solid and hard. Rather the water is more flexible and can be filled in any type of container. This is conducting solid, liquid, and gas. Conduction is the process of heat being directly transmitted through a substance. The water will be faster conductor than a solid because more heat will be needed for the ice particle to break apart. Through the conduction, the particle change phases. The ice becomes liquid particle and the water becomes gas particle by addition of heat. The liquid state is much better conductor because it does not require a lot of heat. The motion of particles. The energy of atom at the macroscopic level demonstrates how the particles are arranged at the microscopic level. Because the atoms are tightly packed at the microscopic level, the ice is seen to be solid at the microscopic level. The water is more freely than the ice, which is why it appears to be flowing. Condensation is when there is reduction of heat and the gas particles become moist. This is the physical and chemical property. Physical property is observing the matter, but changing the identity of the property. As for the chemical property, the identity will change. For example, the shape of the ice will change when placed in warm water. Therefore, that is physical property. When the water and the ice have both changed physical states to gas, that is considered chemical property. Physical and chemical change. Physical change is when the substance undergoes a change that does not change the chemical nature. The example would be melting ice because its chemical nature that does not change. Chemical change is when a substance loses its identity. That means permanent change. For example, if the ice in the water was to be placed at really high temperature and reach evaporation, that will considered as a chemical change because it's irreversible. Ice and water at a molecular level. At a molecular level, the solid looks like crystals. Therefore, the ice and the water are small subatomic crystals that have definite shape. As for the water at the molecular level is a liquid. The water molecules are composed of two hydrogen and an oxygen, and it is polar molecule. As when temperature decreases, freezing begins to occur, and when temperature increases, melting begins to occur. At extreme temperature, when the molecules are broken apart, this is when we are observing boiling. A phase change is going from one force to the next. So when it melts, it goes from solid to liquid, and when it's boiling, it goes from liquid to gas.